Thank you, Madam President. Will I be in order for a point?
You are in order for a point.
Thank you, Madam President. Senator from Polk, I express your concerns on anyone's individual privacy. I think it would all do this chamber a service, not a disservice, but a service, if we would actually take a little bit more time and study the gaming laws that we pass. Geofencing, you need a search warrant for in generic terms. Gaming law is entirely different here in this state. And I think it's time, instead of running down the DCI on this particular thing, now there's other things in their article that certainly should be looked at there. But there's no difference between geofencing on a gaming app. When we passed a bill a few years ago, it said you can only sports gambling here in Iowa. So on a border state, for instance, in Council Bluffs, how can you make sure someone's not gaming over in Omaha, right? It's no different from the actual materials when you go onto a property. The state of Iowa has regulatory authority to go in there and look at any of the, your sports betting information, your Players Club account, the proprietary information for the software, the slot machines in there, everything. We have a solemn duty here in this state to make sure all of the mechanical means that are here in our gaming industries is sound and safe, which means regulatory open authority there to look at that stuff. So while, yes, if I was going to run a case on, say, a homicide, and I wanted to geofence and see if someone was at, I would need a search warrant. But this chamber should also realize when we talk about gaming things here in the state, that's an entirely different ballgame. Gaming is a vice like alcohol, like tobacco, and with those vices, we have special regulatory authority here in the state. So I'm not going to make any aspersions that, I understand that you said you had some concerns there, but I would certainly caution everyone in this building, if you really want to go down this road, my colleagues, then just open the books. Free gambling everywhere, right? E-gaming, let kids do it, everything else. I mean, we put the DCI here in the state for a particular position to actually have some regulatory authority to make sure we can allegedly have safe gaming here in the state with the parameters this legislator sets up. And if we're going to run them down because something happened with the sports program, open the whole thing up or ban gaming here in Iowa. Right? Start letting our kids gamble. Just throw an app on, let's have the whole United States start gambling out there. Run over Nebraska, run down Missouri, run up to Minnesota, wherever. It's easy to play into politics here, but every law that we pass around here, we charge some executive agency to actually come around and try to enforce it to the best of our intent. If we don't like the outcome of the laws, then go back and revisit the laws. Thank you, Madam President.